And then they also got this college debt thing. Did you hear about this?
Of course.
Yeah.
And you're happy about that.
I mean, yeah, of course, bro, but it's bad. It's bad for the country, but I'm
It's
happy.
terrible. I didn't fucking take your loan, you stupid fuck. What do I got to do with your bills, bitch?
You know what that is, bro? Not my problem, bitch.
Yeah, see, that's... What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata. I'm your host, Gary G. Garcia, along with my partner in misinformation, my brother from another mother, Brian Licata. It is so good to see you, baby. How you feeling today?
Dude, I'm good, man. This is the last podcast from Florida.
When are you moving?
I'm moving Wednesday or Tuesday night, actually. Tuesday into Wednesday, I'll be driving.
And where are you going again? Chicago?
Atlanta, dog.
Oh, Atlanta. Atlanta.
Hey, boy.
Yeah. What's Atlanta like? Is that like good? Is Atlanta a good spot?
All right, G, I'm going to tell you something about Atlanta.
Because I don't know much.
I'm going to tell you about Atlanta, right?
Knowledge me, man.
So Tuesday, the movers will be coming, and I'll probably be driving about halfway to Atlanta, right? And then Wednesday, I would say probably somewhere roughly around 3:00, I'll be entering Atlanta for the first time ever in my life.
Oh, so you never been there?
Dog, I never been there. I don't know shit about Atlanta. It's kind of fun, bro. I'm very excited about it. So the things I do know about Atlanta, it's got a lot of history, a lot of bad Southern history. It was a center for slave trade. The city's predominantly black, like 50 to 60% black. And there's a lot of, it's considered like the center. It's like the New York City for the black folk in the South. You know, Tyler Perry has a studio there. You know, there's a big financial district. It's like it's like the New York of the South, pretty much.
So you're excited?
Dude, I'm very excited, man. The comedy scene there is amazing. There's a lot of really good jazz music, cigar bars. I'm stoked, dude. I'm really looking forward to being in a big city and one that I've never experienced the culture at all.
I'm excited for you, man.
Dude, it's gonna be dope, bro. My girl got a job working for Bill Gates, bro.
She got a job working for Bill Gates, you said?
Yeah, Microsoft, bro. She's working for Microsoft, dude. Yeah. Very proud of her. Go T.
Wow.
Special shout out to T. Pew, 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 pew.
She's gonna be sticking those chips in motherfuckers soon. But we have a connect now, so it's like we'll have a connect.
Right.
She'll be able to get us fake chips.
Or real ones, right?
Well, I don't want it in me.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's what she said.
Dude, you already have one. You carry one around with you everywhere you go.
Yeah, but I could leave it on my table.
You can leave it on your table.
I can't leave my hand on my table.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I could, but that ain't gonna be no fun. You know.
What's up with the shirt? Stay cheesy. Let me see that. Is that the Cheeto guy? Oh shit, bro.
You know me with my subliminals. Just another subliminal shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to see who picks up on it.
What's subliminal about it?
Stay cheesy. I'm saying it to a group of people that see me often.
Okay.
You know, I never even ate Cheetos my whole entire life.
Really? They're amazing, dude. They're divine.
Really? They don't look it.
Dude.
Never ate it. I just thought of Stay Cheesy, and I figured I'd rock the Stay Cheesy.
Mr. Boots.
You know,
come here, boy.
I tend to rock with a lot of cheesy people. Unfortunately, in this game, you got to.
Shit. I mean, you don't got to.
You kind of got to sometimes, yeah. You know, the trick is to get to a point where you can fuck with who you want to fuck with specifically, you know?
Right.
Get that power where you can say who comes in and out, you know, of your cipher. But right now, I got to deal with some things, you know? It's all part of making your bones.
So tell me what's been going on stage recently for you. How you been doing?
I got my Llama artwork finished for my new t-shirts. I'm gonna do I'm doing a limited supply of the Llama shirts. I'm probably gonna make like about 100 of them.
Do you want me to?
So yeah, you can show it, man. So be ready. People coming soon on my Llama shirts. We're gonna put them up on our joint. And I also have him at the shows. And big up to Gary Croman for the artwork, man. I appreciate you, brother. And
It's amazing, dude.
yeah, that is the Llama.
You guys got the same facial structure.
Yeah, well, that's me, dog. I'm a llama.
Yeah.
That's me, man. I'm coming into grips. I'm opening myself up to who I am. I'm accepting my baldness a lot more. You know, you notice I've been wearing the hat a little less. I've actually been performing a little bit with the bald head, just leaving it out there, letting the shine of the lights blind the front row.
Right.
And you know, I'm chilling, man. I'm coming into who I am. I used to be ashamed of who I was, but now that I know I'm a llama, I feel a lot better.
Well, I'm still ashamed of who you are, if that counts for anything.
Someone's got to be, but it's not going to be me.
Yeah, I'm going to carry the torch, but you know, I'm ashamed of who I am also. You know,
Yo, I've been getting back into my like true crime stuff.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You know, I
Nice.
dance around. I had to pull away from conspiracies for a little while. I mean,
I got some stuff I got to talk about.
I didn't pull away.
I got some conspiracy stuff I need to say to you.
I didn't pull away. I just didn't look at conspiracies yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday I was into the things and I came across a true crime thing that's going on now that I had no idea about. Did you know that the dude from that 70s show, the one who played Steven with the curly hair, he is in court on rape charges against 3 women. Supposedly he raped, well, the crazy shit is they spoke to 5 women who accused him, but they're only going with 3 women in the trial. It's been 2 years. Did you hear about this?
No.
2 years. You know, and I like that kid. He was like one of my favorites in that 70s show. Next to, of course, Chang, who was my favorite. But yeah, he's looking at
stand trial in August.
In August. This is 2 years ago. He got arrested. He's been pushing it back. It gets deep because he's a Scientologist. He's from, he's Scientologist.
Yes, bro.
Scientologist.
Former Scientologist.
And the girl's a Scientologist. And supposedly they had went to the church with the accusations very early on because it took them a while to come out with this. They didn't just come out with it. They went to the church apparently, and the church told them not to say nothing. And supposedly the way Scientology works is that like if some shit like that happens to you, you brought that on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And they got a rule that you don't rat, that you don't turn another Scientologist into authorities. It's like one of their rules and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now these girls came out finally and told, and supposedly they've been being harassed and all kinds of shit. It's really crazy because even at one point, the lawyer for Scientology got involved in the case. Meanwhile, they're not even named in the case.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So I got something here. The most recent article I could find was a Daily Mail article from 11 days ago. There really isn't a lot of news about this, bro.
Danny Masterson. Yep.
Yeah. So he's going to go on trial in October after judge refuses to delay his rape trial after his lawyers claimed they were too busy defending Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer in his sexual assault case.
Yeah, they're in arbitration with him, so they tried to get it pushed back.
Right.
Yeah, man. And supposedly, like,
pre-trial motions will start October 3rd, and jury selection will begin October 11th. You know.
Yeah, man. So, and like supposedly it was like brutal rapes. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. 5 women altogether came out. 3 of them they're going with in the trial. I guess 2 of them they didn't find to be what's the word? Trustworthy or whatever, you know.
Oh, Masterson is also being sued along with the Church of Scientology, which he's a member of, by 4 women over the same allegations. So people are suing the Church of Scientology.
Yeah, they're suing them too as well. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
How long do you think Masterson's got to go, bro?
Well, Masterson, I think, to protect the girls, I think have a lot more to worry about.
You think so? What if he sings? I mean, he doesn't look like he's gonna sing, bro. Look at this motherfucker. Oh, this is 2021. June. Oh no, it's Trevor Bauer.
Nah, he's not. I don't think he's gonna sing.
Yeah, look at him, dude. He's chilling, bro.
You know, I don't think he's gonna say much. But
Masterson grew up as a member of the Church of Scientology. He told Spin Magazine in '05. He said, I'd be a flaming crackhead if I didn't study Scientology. When asked in the same interview about allegations about the church as a cult, he said, a cult is a secret society. There's nothing secret about Scientology.
there's nothing secret about a cult. What's secret about a cult? We know all the cults that are out there. We name them all the time. We talk about them. If I know who the cults are, how secret are they? You know?
He pulled the gun on these fucking chicks, bro, and drugged
Your
them.
mic a little louder because I can't hear you.
No, you can't hear me?
Yeah. Just a little bit. It could be me. I got to get new headphones.
Yeah. How's that?
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here, I'm going to pull this up. You want to talk about the allegations?
That's so crazy, man.
Jane Doe testified last year at a preliminary hearing in '03. Masters then threw her in his jacuzzi, raped her, and then pulled the gun, telling her, don't say a fucking thing. You're not going to tell anybody. She claimed he gave her a fruity drink and that immediately after drinking it, she began to feel sick and dizzy. She also claims he unzipped her pants and tossed her into the hot tub. Then he says he took her to the bathroom in his home and felt her breast.
He probably gave her a fuzzy Cosby.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I'm a horrible person, people. Look. If you're looking for real news, go check out a real news fucking place, man. This is rated G. This is the shit that gets said here. What do you want me to tell you, man?
Yeah, but actually, we wouldn't really recommend if you're under 18 listening to the show, even though it is rated G.
I think we're gonna have to start putting that as a little warning before they. I mean, most of our stuff comes up with a warning on YouTube anyway.
Correct.
You know, which I want to talk about that too, but I still want to get back into this thing. So I think, I don't know, man. The fact that he's a Scientologist is going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and they're also getting sued. Let's see what, you know.
Well, they're very nervous because they know that in the trial, a lot of, Scientology is going to come up in it.
Right.
They're strong people. Actually, out of all the people I spoke about, this one makes me the most nervous. Because Scientologists are very, they take things very personal.
They're powerful too, man. It's a powerful.
Yeah, they're powerful. They don't like no one talking shit about them.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, when they told them about it, you know what they did? What? They first of all blamed it on them. They said you drew that energy to them. And then they made them take more courses. So they made them pay for more course, those things, because Scientologists have those things where they hold those things and you sit like this close to each other and you tell them everything about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that right off the bat.
Culty.
You join something and they want to know everything about you. Motherfucker, tell me about you. We'll go tit for tat. You go first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a little of that in like the 12-step programs, there's it's culty, it's a little culty.
You think?
Yeah. No, I know, dog.
You think?
Yeah. It's culty, bro. It's very culty.
It's very culty, man. As long as you stick with them and keep showing up for meetings, they'll send you your coin.
Yeah.
I know someone who just got a coin for like 4 years. I'm like, dude, he's getting fucked up 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about? What are you talking about right now? Showing me the coin with pride. Fuck this. I wanted to take it out of his hand and chuck it. Yeah. Just take it, throw it. What'd you do that for, man? Because that's what you should have did when they offered it to you, because you haven't been clean for fucking 4 years. Does it make you feel better that you're lying to a bunch of ex-fucking addicts? Somehow you get some sort of joy out of that. You feel like you accomplished something.
Lying to yourself, really. That's kind of what it is.
What happened?
They're lying to themselves. That's really what it is.
Yeah, along with most people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting here drinking out of a paper straw.
Oh my God!
In a plastic cup. Don't you think we could go back to the paper cups and put a plastic straw, less plastic? Fucking assholes.
I always
paper
compare.
Straws are the worst.
Yeah, it's kind of like sniffing coke with a receipt paper. Like if you don't have a dollar bill and you got to roll up a receipt, that's what drinking a paper straw is like, bro. It's like sniffing coke with a fucking.
And the thing
paper.
is, like,
it's all wet and shit when it gets in your nose. Everything gets all gunked up. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never sniffed blow out of I never slipped blow out of a paper receipt. I don't keep receipts.
Well, just that's what happens when you spend all your money on the coke. You don't have any dollars left to sniff it with.
to buy anything.
That was always my dilemma. No, I would buy the coke, but then I wouldn't have any money to do the coke with. You know.
Yeah, well, life has its problems. But see, I forgot what I was saying now because you took me on this whole fucking direction of cocaine. I don't even know what the fuck I was just saying. I feel like I was on the verge of saying something good. I think I don't even remember. But damn, what were we just saying?
We were talking about the Scientology shit. You were scared. You know. You think they're gonna come after you or what?
Oh yeah, so the dude also that was the head of that shit. They're trying to serve him with a subpoena.
The head of Scientology?
The dude that I think he's the head. He's like the face of them or whatever. They're trying to serve him with a subpoena. He's one of the dudes that is under the thing. So they're trying to serve him with a subpoena. They can't find him.
Oh, David Miscavige.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
They can't find him. For like 2 years, they've been trying to serve this dude. And he was the best man at both of Tom Cruise's weddings. Well, we all know Tom is deep in that shit.
Yeah.
That's not news. That's just old news, what that is. But yeah, so I mean, I'm interested to see what happens with this shit. I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah.
That alone, do you think we would know more if he wasn't in Scientology?
Dude, the Scientology is trying to get the Supreme Court to fucking drop the charges against him. Wow, dude. That's
man. It's they got power because I feel like if he wasn't a Scientologist, I feel like we would have heard more about this. You're talking to me,
of course. Yeah, of course, bro. Yeah, of course. I
never heard nothing about this, man.
I mean, you can go online too. There's really, it's only like the Daily Mail and like weird,
not a lot
sources.
About it, right?
Yeah. There's not a lot about it.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Actors, man.
How many dicks famous you trying to be, G?
How famous do you want to be, man? I don't want to be that famous, dog. I don't want to be that famous, man.
I'd rather have money than fame,
I don't even need the fame. I just need people to show up when I play shows so I can pay my bills, man.
Exactly. Right. Be a little, I just want to not be worried about money. That's what I want.
I mean, I'm already famous in my own mind. I can't get more famous than I am in my own mind as far as fame goes. But monetarily, is that the word?
Monetarily, financially?
Financially.
Yeah. What do you got? A little orange soda in there?
I got a little high C, nice, orange high C.
Very good. Oh,
from a very shitty restaurant.
It's not a restaurant.
If you want to call it that.
Yeah, don't use a restaurant. It's a fast food joint.
Joint?
Yeah, joint.
Yeah. Whatever. Man.
Yo, I had some watermelon juice, bro.
That pizza place, man. What's the name of it? Whatever that I like the Sicilians.
Carluccio's.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. Right? Yeah, I agree, actually.
Fuck them with their 50 people behind the counter and help wanted sign still up. I said, what does this do? Trying to employ the whole fucking neighborhood of idiots? Because they got 10 people behind the counter. They got a help wanted sign. I mean, I guess all these people don't matter. They need someone who could actually do the job. I went there, I bought one Sicilian and a drink smaller than this one, man. A fucking lemonade. $10.13. I said, how much is your Sicilians? And they were like, oh, I don't know. You work here. And even on the thing, it says buy the slice, no price. I said, what am I buying? A fucking BMW?
Right.
I'm buying a fucking Rolls Royce where they don't put the fucking, like, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. It's like one of those things, you know what I'm saying? Where they don't put the prices. You know, you go to those rich places and there's no price. And you go, excuse me, how much is this? And they say, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Right.
No, I don't have to ask. I want to ask because I want to know what I'm spending.
Damn, bro. So that must have been like a $5. Was it a $5 slice and like a $3 drink or $4?
$7
for a Sicilian slice, bro?
It has to be $7. I don't think they charged me $4 for the fucking lemonade.
Damn, bro. I'm about to look it up right now.
And I'm sitting there and I'm going, how much does a pie cost?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're charging me $7 for a slice, I mean, I guess I could do the math. 2, 4, 6, 8 slices, $7 a pop. 8 times 7, I'm terrible with my 7 times tables. 14, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
17 bucks for a Sicilian.
for what, a pie?
Yeah. Grandma's. Yeah, grandma's pie.
That seems a little cheap. What is it by the slice?
Yeah, nah. Yeah, they're not gonna put the slice. I don't think these prices are right, bro.
Those prices can't be right, dude. They're
Yeah.
charging. I spend $10 on a slice and a drink. $10.13.
Yeah. So one of my favorite things that they have there, man, is their fried mozzarella. But bro,
Up their ass with the fried mozzarella.
They're triangles and they're big, bro. But they give you 3.
Chill with the Illuminati fucking
bucks,
symbols,
bro. $9. $9. Fuck them.
Yeah, what is it? Fucking gold?
Them. Yeah.
Well, I'm like, what are you kidding me? This ain't even better than the dollar slices that I buy over in New York when I go to my dollar slice place.
No, yeah, you're right.
It's a decent slice, but
right.
$7 for a fucking slice.
It's a decent slice for that area too.
It's a decent slice for anywhere out here in Jersey. That's why I'll travel to go there. But the slices cost me, if you look at gas, if you add gas to drive out there and then the fucking slice, I'm looking at a fucking $20-something $slice.
Yeah, some bullshit, bro.
Oh, fuck that, man.
Dude, you ever go to JoJo's right there?
No.
JoJo's? If you go out the Black Horse Pike, it's right in Pleasantville there, across from the Dunkin' Donuts. The first traffic light on the right-hand side. If you're leaving AC, Black Horse Pike, as soon as you get to Pleasantville, you know the Dunkin'?
Yeah.
Across the street. It's called JoJo's. It's got like a square sign. Go in there, bro. It's nice.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. Go in there.
I'm giving up on the pizza and fucking in Jersey, man.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just get it when you go to New York. I don't eat any pizza down here, bro. It's terrible.
Oh, you're in fucking Florida.
I'm about to go to Atlanta, bro. They have no Italians in Atlanta.
What? As far as food goes, man, are they known for like good food?
Southern food, but like not really, you know?
Yeah, man. How's it feel to be the woman? How does it feel to follow your lady with her job so that she could support you, keep a roof over your head, and protect you?
It's actually really nice, dude. I'm gonna be working from home, so
I'm just jealous.
I'm pretty much gonna be wearing what I'm wearing now, for work, and
yeah, I'm jealous.
Hanging out with Mr. Boots, bro. You know,
no, actually, I'm not jealous. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You know, I'm very happy for you, man.
Yeah, I'm happy. I
like to see some dudes taking advantage of the culture that is today. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught into the hole. Don't get pigeonholed into what they say, you know, that a man can't stay home and take care of his dog and keep the house clean for his lady.
Don't forget cook.
And cook. Are you a good cook?
Bro, are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. I'm asking a question.
The meatball, sauce, a little gravy.
Yeah, that says to me you can't really cook. But you be making like grass and shit, right? You and your ladies living on that healthy shit. She's not coming home to like chicken cutlets and steaks. She's coming home to like fucking.
So I cook
cabbage.
No. So in no particular order, chicken cutlets, sausage and peppers, homemade sauce, pasta with garlic and oil, garlic bread, meatballs.
There you go. You got me alive for a couple of years.
Yeah, tacos, quesadillas.
That's better than my diet.
Which is roast,
strictly steaks and sandwiches.
No, I don't really cook. I can cook that, but I'm not currently cooking that.
Who can't cook a steak?
No, I'm saying me. I'm not cooking right now. I will be though. When I'm at home, I'll be making all that shit.
Well, you better.
Yeah, bro.
I'm pretty sure when she comes home, there better be a hot meal on that fucking table.
Yeah, bro. Eggs and shit in the morning. You know, me and Boots will have bacon, egg, and cheese for lunch, maybe around like 11, 12 o'clock, you know. It'll be nice.
Yeah. Well, good for you, man.
Well, Grant,
I wish you nothing but the best out in Atlanta. Is that further away from Jersey or closer to Jersey?
Much closer to Jersey.
Oh, cool. I might drive out to you.
Yeah, let me see.
I might have to take the new ride and pop out to you.
Yeah, how's it treating?
Big up to Nelson Tinting, who hooked my tints up on the ride. It's looking dope. I already put 2,500 miles on that shit.
That doesn't surprise me.
I had it for 2 weeks. I put already 2,500 miles on it.
Now,
Don't ask me how. I don't know.
What tint did you get put on it?
10s, 15, something like that. The
15,
dark ones.
15 all the way around.
Yeah.
You got anything on the windshield or no?
The strip.
The strip. Nice.
Yeah, I don't want to do my whole windshield. Looks good, but I like to look outside and see shit.
Yeah, but you can get like a 70. You know, you put 70 on the windshield.
Oh man, when I drive cross country, the only good shit is like the colors of the leaves and shit like that. I don't want nothing obscuring that.
It's pretty much clear.
And then at night,
it's like
you don't want my front window tinted at night.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm old, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm old. You don't want distract. Come on, man. What are you fucking kidding me?
It's 13 hours, 827 miles from AC to Atlanta.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it is nothing. Yeah, much closer. Much closer. Yeah, bro.
Well,
come through.
I'm very happy for you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. That's an awesome thing.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
So what was it you wanted to talk about, man? You said you had some things you wanted to bring up. What did you want to bring up, man? Let's hear it. What's going on in the mind?
So I think the more and more I look into it, the more and more I'm becoming a round earth skeptic, you know?
A round earth skeptic, yes.
Yeah, man. And I've seen this map. Let me see if I can try to try to pull it up.
I mean, I'm just skeptical of everything. That's the thing. Cause like you look at just in what's going on in these last 2 years, it's obvious that and I mean, listen, for the people that had to see it in these last 2 years and go, oh, wait a minute, the government does lie and make up things and doesn't have our best interests at heart. Like if you're just realizing that, which a lot of people are, I guess, better late than never. But me personally, I kind of always knew it, that that shit was fucking fucked up, So you start to sit there and go, what else did they lie to us about? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what happens. You sit there and go, what else did they lie to us about? And there's some that you go back and you're just like, all right, Kennedy, this, that, the other thing. So yeah, what are you showing me right there, man? Yeah, because they lie all the time.
Have you ever seen this map?
No.
Yeah, so people are saying that like this is Antarctica, and like the world that we're on is much bigger, whether it's flat or these people think it's flat who made this map. But there's a bunch of maps that are kind of similar like this that say like, there's lands of like mermaids and Atlantis and stuff like that. And the reason we mine gold and diamonds and shit is because, maybe there's some sort of power that these people need it for out here, and this goes back to like, right after World War II, they sent this mission down to Antarctica, right? Like directly after World War II. The US sent like warships, dude, like a whole bunch of them down to Antarctica. And, apparently there was either like Nazis, aliens, and like all sorts of crazy shit. Have you heard about this conspiracy?
You sent me something about that there was like Nazi aliens.
Yeah.
Alien ships with swastikas on them.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
you sent me something about that. Like when I see that though, I can't help but think of like Game of Thrones. Antarctica is like the wall.
Well, dude,
you know what I'm saying? And we got like some people out there protecting the wall from the walkers or the mermaids.
Art imitates life, my friend.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I would like to think that some things just sound ridiculous. I would like to, because there was a time, right, where you would say something and you just be like, that is ludicrous, right? That is ridiculous. Nowadays,
but see, that's when you were asleep, my friend. That's where you weren't awake to the knowledge that exists.
I mean, it's just like the problem that I have, though, is that now, no matter how ridiculous it may sound, it's still possible.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that you sit there and go, come on. Like, is it any more ridiculous than what's going on here now? What I'm saying? In front of our eyes in like real life.
Yeah, sit down, Mr. Boots.
And in real time, what's going on over there? Stop forcing your dog to hang out with you, man. Let it roam free.
No. There's a thunderstorm going on and he's scared. So I'm just trying to put him under the desk so he feels, take care of the
Man,
you know.
see, dogs, pussies. We get thunderstorms out here. My cat goes out to the window and be like, "Is that all you got?" Be like, yeah, is that all you got? Doesn't hide. You know what I'm saying? It welcomes the storms.
Yeah, but your cat ain't gonna do shit if someone breaks in your house.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I know so.
It's gonna do shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna hide. And then if my body ain't found in 3 days, start eating me face first.
Right.
For some reason they start at the face.
You think this is because they what? What do you think that reason is?
Well, I don't know what I think because I just made that up. I got a lot of cat facts that I make up as I go along.
That's great. I think that one's true though, man. I think they
So
do
you
eat your
think
face.
outside of Antarctica, there's other
Man,
we got
you
the
know,
walkers.
yeah, there's also like here, let me just yeah, let me try to pull this up.
What is he looking for?
I'm trying to look at the size of the continents. Oh yeah, here we go.
I mean, I'm starting to get when it comes to like the flat earth shit, I'm just starting to get to the point where I'm just like, yeah, probably is. Only because they lie about everything. If nothing else, just because they lie about everything. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't this
All right, so look on the map, right? So this is the map like that we always see, and look how massive Greenland looks, right?
Yeah.
But look at how big it actually is compared to Brazil.
All right, so what does that mean?
Well, it's just so.
Well, like, actually, that looks smaller than the thing up on the top.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So the thing. Okay, so the thing with the map and the globe that we've always known, right? The U.S. is always in the center of it for everywhere, and you have here. Like, let me just pull up. Shit, hold on. Let me just pull up map of the world, right?
I don't know why we always get drawn back into this shit. It's always like, to me, it's like fucking at this point, man. Sure, I feel like sure they lied to us about that too. Why not?
It's just like, the way everything.
I think it's safe to say they lie about everything.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that everything you've been taught. I mean, it's like, in a sense, everything is made up when you think about it.
Yes.
Language is made up.
Yes.
Math is made up in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to come to some sort, but in that making up, this is what was made up. This was the agreements that we made throughout time. You can't come changing the game in the 9th inning.
Well, bro, I mean, we advance. Things change.
We got male and female because that's the words they made for male and female. It's obviously that we're different, and it's obvious that we're different. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what it's called, someone came up with it. A male. Someone came up. We're going to call men males, and we're going to call females females, and man woman, and whatever. Like, in everything. And everything, there was an understanding. Someone had to create it first, create the words, and whatever. Now they're just trying to change the words that we've been using forever and change the definitions of things. Instead of creating new words and new definitions, they're just trying to change the definitions of everything, and they're doing it. And people are sitting there going, all right, anything goes. Comme ci, comme ça. Did you hear about the Joe Rogan and Mark Zuckerberg? Is that his name? Zuckerberg?
Yeah, Zuckerberg. Yeah, the Facebook guy. I didn't watch it. No.
Also, you haven't heard how he came out and said that the FBI went to Facebook and told them, they told them to basically squash any kind of news dealing with with Biden's son Hunter and his laptop. And he basically says that they did that they, like you would still be able to share it, but they made it lower so it wouldn't come up on people's feeds. So the only way you would get it is if someone managed to come across it and they shared it to their friends. So they basically under the advice, we'll say advice because they didn't specifically tell them, take this shit off. They just kind of told them it would be in your best interest to squash this as much as you can.
All right,
and Twitter went and removed it completely.
Well, I got the clip right here, bro.
Go ahead, play it, baby.
All right, so we do not own this clip. Special shout out to Joe Rogan.
Special shout out to Joe Rogan.
Being the fucking man, bro. Creative Use Commons, Copyright, Fair Use Act. We're talking about this for news-based things and stuff.
You guys handle things when they're a big news item that's controversial. Like there was a lot of attention on Twitter during the election because of the Hunter Biden laptop story. The New York Post.
Yeah, we had that too.
Yeah, so you guys censored that as well?
So we took a different path than Twitter. Basically the background here is the FBI, I think, basically came to us, some folks on our team. It was like, hey, just so you know, like you should be on high alert. We thought that there was a lot of Russian propaganda in the 2016 election. We have it on notice that basically there's about to be some kind of dump of that's similar to that. So just be vigilant. So our protocol is different from Twitter's. What Twitter did is they said you can't share this at all. We didn't do that. What we do is we have, if something is reported to us as potentially misinformation, important misinformation, we also have this third-party fact-checking program because we don't want to be deciding what's true and false. And for I think it was 5 or 7 days when it was basically being determined whether it was false, the distribution on Facebook was decreased, but people were still allowed to share it. So you could still share it, you could still consume it.
So when you say the distribution is decreased,
it got shared.
How does that work?
It basically, the ranking in newsfeed was a little bit less. So fewer people saw it than would have otherwise. So it definitely...
By what percentage?
I don't know off the top of my head, but it's meaningful. But basically a lot of people were still able to share it. We got a lot of complaints that was the case. Obviously this is a hyper political issue. So depending on what side of the political spectrum, you either think we didn't censor it enough or censored it way too much. But we weren't sort of as black and white about it as Twitter. We just kind of thought, hey, look, if the FBI, which I still view as a legitimate institution in this country, it's like very professional law enforcement. If they come to us and tell us that we need to be on guard about something, then I want to take that seriously.
Did they specifically say you need to be on guard about that story?
No, I don't remember if it was that specifically, but it was it basically fit the pattern.
All right, you could.
Yeah, I gotta watch this episode before we take the fuck down.
There it is, 2020 elections. Right, they said they started censoring information, and supposedly like 17% in a couple of the states that Biden won said that they would have voted different had they known about that whole laptop shit. So,
dude, the thing
I don't know how you can still say the FBI is a legitimate fucking thing,
bro. People don't understand that his son, he was working with Ukrainian fuel industry companies. Like, what the fuck? We're in a war in Ukraine right now. We're dumping tons of fucking money over there. And then they also got this college debt thing. Did you hear about this?
Of course. Yeah. And you're happy about that?
I mean, yeah, of course, bro, but it's bad. It's bad for the country, but I'm happy.
It's terrible. I didn't fucking take your loan, you stupid fuck. What do I got to do with your bills, bitch?
You know what that is, bro? Not my problem, bitch.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with the world today, man. Bitch, motherfuckers like you. And even worse than me.
I didn't vote for this.
Even worse than me.
I don't vote for this. I don't support this. But I'm going to directly benefit from this shit.
You are going to directly benefit. And I guarantee you something, people. See, this is when I say it doesn't work, because this is obviously an attempt to buy votes. If anybody doesn't see that,
Oh yeah.
They're fools. But here's one vote that they didn't get. They're not going to get his vote. I don't know if he's going to vote at all, but I know if you were to vote, you're not going to vote Democrat.
Dude, I'm done voting. I'm serious, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm done
That's the
voting.
thing.
I'm
He's
not,
going to take the money.
I'm done voting.
He's going to take the money, and he's not voting. So you still didn't get his vote.
Yeah.
And that's what most people are going to do. Yeah. Most people are going to take that money, and you're still not going to get their vote. You stupid idiots.
Go on, take the
You know
money
what I'm saying? Now I got to pay for it. Even worse than me having to pay for all you dumbasses who decide. What did you major in? What was your major?
Liberal arts and sciences.
Liberal arts and sciences.
It was communications, like film and shit. But I never graduated, dude. You know, I kept dropping out to go to rehab.
So you didn't even graduate?
Nah, bro.
Didn't even finish. He took a loan and fuck it. I don't care. They should do that next with car loans. Because, you know, it's tough. The prices are going up all over. I can't afford all my bills.
They don't want you to own a car. So they're not going to do that with cars. You know?
Fucking ridiculous. You want to know who should be more mad than me? All those other idiots who studied in liberal arts science and actually paid back their loans. They paid them back. And now they have to pay your shits. And somehow they feel like this is a good move. Like where?
This is America, bro. It's so funny seeing people. And like, dude, I'm going to directly benefit from it. There's going to be like $15,000, maybe even $20,000 worth of shit that I don't have to pay back anymore. Yeah. That's amazing for me, right? Mm-hmm. But it is not good.
No, you know? It's not good at all.
Because honestly, bro, it's going to impact me somewhere else, you know?
Oh, poor you. It's going to impact me. I don't know how. And I'm so broke that I honestly don't think I'll even notice it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're broke, you don't notice you're more broke. Being broke's like being wet. You can only be so wet. You know what I'm saying? Once you're wet, you're wet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm broke. Same as being soaked.
You're broke?
I'm soaked already. So what are they going to do to me, man? What are you going to take? You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous, man. But this is the answers that they have, man. And then they asked them, see if you can find a video where they asked Biden if this is fair. Say Biden gets asked if the bailout or whatever they're gonna call it is fair. They gotta have the video up. They gotta have it because I've been seeing a lot of clips of this video and it is fucking hysterical. This whole crew is hysterical. The black chick, the Haitian chick, or whatever she is, hysterical. I never met a dumber person. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should at least have people on their team who could have conversations, man. These people can't seem to even have conversations. Let's see if this is it. Go ahead.
The vice president-elect talked about having an economy that works for working people. One thing I didn't hear you talk specifically about is canceling student loan debt. Does student loan forgiveness figure in your plan? Would you take executive action to achieve it?
No, this ain't it. This is when it's when he announces that he did it, that he signed the bill in. And then as he's walking out, they say, you know, do you think this is fair to the people who didn't take out the loans and who paid their loans back? And he says, is it fair? It's fucking hysterical. There's so much footage. It's insane because in all honesty, like I said, when Trump was president, I didn't think they'd be able to find anybody who they can make look dumber in their clips than what they did with Trump. And it worked with Trump. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how people see these things and don't sit there, first of all, and realize that you know, they can make anyone look like a fucking idiot, but this dude don't even need much help. I mean, he's there shaking hands with ghosts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like fucking, he said you could sum up. Yo, you can't, there's so many good ones, man. The one where he says you could sum up America in one word. Did you see that video?
No. Yeah, I'm trying to.
You just have to put it in Google as a question. You know what I'm saying? Put in how does Biden define America in one word? Just put that into Google. How does Biden define America in one word? and then play the video because the video is going to pop up.
Oh yeah, I seen this.
This is hysterical.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
I can't see anything. I don't know if there's a video that you're showing because that's not what's on.
America is a nation.
Oh, you can't see it?
There's no video.
Oh.
It's just the llama. That's all I saw was a picture of the llama.
Oh.
Here it is. Yeah, here you go.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
Yo, but look at Kamala as she stands next to him and the other chick.
She's just nodding.
I was going to
Look at her face.
She's like, yeah,
she's looking at him like, damn, motherfucker, you can't get through one fucking sentence. And the funny thing is, he doesn't even like try to say the word afterwards. He leaves it at that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he sits there and goes, excuse me, and then says the word. He just says, excuse me, and keeps moving on. It's fucking insanity.
Thank you.
Here it is. Yes, here it is. Put that shit up. The volume.
All right, it doesn't go up any higher.
All right, go ahead. Is this unfair to the people who paid their student loans or chose not to take out loans? Is it fair to people who, in fact, do not own a multi-million-dollar business? If they see one of these guys getting all the tax breaks, is that fair? What do you think? What do I think? I think that what you just said had nothing to do. What? This dude is an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, that's just typical, bro. Like the thing that I just don't get how people. Oh, this is actually something interesting I saw. Let me see if I can find the fact. Literacy rate in America.
The dude is an idiot. He's obviously not there. We gotta have things in place if a president loses his mind, right?
Look at this. 54% of adults in the U.S. have a literacy rate below a 6th grade level, right? It's just a fucking fact.
Well, of course, and they know that. That's why they can make a show called "Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader?"
Right.
Because they know that your average person isn't.
Right. And you know, that's why the news is the way it is. That's why they talk the way they do. They make everything dumb because Americans are fucking dumb. You know, we're dumb people. You know, we really are. Ooh, sports. Ooh, sex. Ooh, this movies. Ooh. You know, we just like we you know we don't.
Motherfuckers
we don't prioritize education, man. We don't. We don't prioritize.
Spell. We're not taught to memorize anything. So all that's in people's heads is air. They got these file cabinets that are just empty. You pull them open and there's like one file in there. They're lucky they remember their own fucking phone numbers.
Listen, man, the way I stay sharp is by watching documentaries. And I know you're the same. And we read articles and stuff all the time, watch YouTube videos. It's garbage, but it's not garbage, you know? That's the difference. It's not like watching these dumb, plotless fucking TV shows. It's thought-provoking. It gets you to think, and we talk a lot.
And listen, I believe that every now and then you need to watch something senseless.
Yes.
I believe that every now and then you need to turn on like a comedy show that's completely stupid and just have yourself a laugh. Mm-hmm. I do believe that.
Yeah.
You know, but
or play some video games, you know.
You got to take a break every now and then from all the bullshit, you know, especially nowadays. Yeah. But people get caught up in this shit, man. That's all they do. That's their lives.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and that's where it becomes a problem. It's like,
it's a problem.
You know, it's even at the point now, dude, when you look at everything, like everything that's been, look at how they exposed the school system.
Mm-hmm.
So now they've exposed the school system for being nothing more than a place where it's always been that way. And that's the reason why I didn't do good in school, because I kind of saw it for what it was. They're just teaching you to be a senseless worker. They're
Mhm.
teaching you to learn how to pull levers and push buttons and just work for a company. Don't create a company. Don't follow dreams, but just work. You know what I'm saying? And go home, take the 2 weeks vacation, shut the fuck up, and spend money on things. So that's the system. And now it's even worse because now the system pushes you into college, which has already been proven that college is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You don't really need it. There's certain things you might need it for, to be a doctor, sports, certain things. But the shit that you did and the shit that most people fucking do, you know what I'm saying? Fucking people are going in there majoring in
Sports psychology.
Fucking dude, they're majoring in fucking
sports marketing,
trans shit. They're majoring in fucking how to deal with fucking it's ridiculous.
So
the shit that they're majoring in, fucking underwater fucking croquet theory.
Let me speak on the bullshit that is the college education system in this country, right? We have all of our elementary schools in this country funded by the federal governments and the states, right? It's entirely public education that has, doctrine, right? State doctrine, state and federal doctrine in it.
Yes.
Propaganda, if you will, right?
Of course.
And now all of our colleges that are publicly funded universities, right, are also funded by the state and the Fed. So the research they do is research that the Fed wants them to do.
Of course.
So all of the research and the studies that are, not all of them, but like the where the funding comes from for these things is jaded, towards what the government wants to push. So you'll hear stuff like scientists, agree with the government, but it's like, yo, they're funded by the government, that you got to follow the fucking money. So the real problem is why my generation got hit with all this student loan debt is because people of your generation and my parents, they could work a job, afford to live in an apartment, and pay for their college classes all at the same time.
Also, we didn't go to college. A lot of us didn't go to college.
Correct. But those who did could do that. Like my mom worked 2 jobs. She was a waitress and worked in a doctor's office while she went to school, had her kids.
But what are you paying for is the question. Why the price is so fucking high?
That is a great question you have, Gary. And I will tell you a very simple answer. That is because the government and the state back these loans, right? So what that did is it's like Section 8 housing, right? If you own a Section 8 housing building, that you're going to get 80% usually or more from the federal government for that unit. So you can increase the price a little bit to like a part, like a rate that the government will pay. But Section 8 housing is like super regulated with the pricing, and the college shit isn't like that. All these schools have higher and higher prices, and it's because
it's all a scam.
Right. Yeah, it is all a scam.
Because right when you go to school, they're telling you about college.
Mm-hmm.
And they're telling you that you can't get a job unless you go to college.
Dude, that's how it was for me, bro.
And now the businesses, it's all because now the businesses say you need you need 2 years of college. You need a college degree to be a fucking secretary. You know what I'm saying? You need a college degree to work in a fucking warehouse or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
For what? You're spending all this money for what? The books cost how much?
Dude, debt trap, bro. Debt trap.
The books cost how much?
Hundreds of dollars.
Why?
Because they
for
can.
What are they teaching people?
Because
one of the problems that Biden even said with the whole bailout is that, these guys are coming out of college and can't get jobs. Why not? Why can't you get a job? There's jobs out there.
Well, so listen. So let's go a little further into this, bro. Because so now let's get back to there's private companies and the federal government and some states that are giving money to college students as loans at rates, dude. Like some of my college loan interest rates are like 8 or 9%, man. It's fucking high. It's really high, dude. That's high interest, bro.
That's mob shit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a 10% fucking vig, bro. For real.
That's
right.
My option. And the thing is,
so hold on. Let me keep going. So since all this money became available from the feds and the population is increasing and the compounding need that was felt on particularly, lower to middle white and then Spanish and black families, right, to get their kids into schools for like first generation, right? That was really pushed on like this, the class that couldn't afford college before was now able to afford college. So it was pushed. And all these small schools started popping up, right? So like Stockton, like all these like little tiny colleges. And the reason that these people can't get jobs is because these schools are fucking trash, bro. They have professors in there who don't know a goddamn thing about anything. I went to Stockton, bro, and I had a professor that was my film and TV teacher who thought a wide angle lens meant that it had a lower number, and the higher the number, the higher the number, the wider the angle, and the lower the number, the tighter the angle, which is the opposite. Like, bro, everyone knows that 24 millimeter is wide angle and 100 is tight.
Everybody doesn't know that.
Well, everybody
I didn't go to college.
Bro, anybody who's in film does, dude. Anybody who takes pictures, like if you're teaching a class that has anything to remotely do with the camera, you like the length of a lens is something. So
here's the question: do you really have to go to college to learn how to use a camera?
No, bro, that is the bullshit.
Where
after
are you
that
learn?
Class, I dropped out.
Where are you going to learn? You're going to learn by going into a place where you actually work with cameras. That's how you're gonna learn. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I took a course to learn how to engineer. You know what I'm saying?
Audio
and they gave me all the theories and all this shit. But when I got into a studio, I still had to learn to engineer because they were teaching me on some old ass board that wasn't even the same boards that they're using now. I come in there and everything is fucking faders are moving on their own. Right. Everything's all fucking connected to computers and they're teaching us on this old fucking tape shit. I come in, they don't even have tapes no more. Mm-hmm. They had tapes still when I went, but eventually they got out of that shit and you had to learn it all over again.
Right.
You're going to learn a job by being at that job. That's why they have someone train you.
Yep.
You could work at McDonald's for 6 years. And then go to work at Target behind the cash register, they're still going to train you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all just like a complete scam. They're letting these kids take out these huge loans. They took out these loans.
I remember
they partied for 4 years.
Yeah. Got addicted to drugs.
Partied for 4 years. Fucking,
also the government's fault.
And now we have to pay for their fucking debt. I should have went to college. Nah, why? I'm still glad I didn't go to college. For what?
Well, you would have had to pay for your shit. It wouldn't have affected you at all.
Yeah.
It's really only helping out guys like me, man, who went to college, got addicted to drugs, didn't graduate, still got a job and are good at something. Now we're making money, but still under the limit. Then I can get that shit forgiven. So all is right with the world.
No, all isn't right with the world. In fact, that's what's wrong with the world. Motherfuckers like you.
It's just one part of the problem. But listen, man, listen. If it wasn't for motherfuckers like me, you wouldn't be able to do this Zoom show. And you would really what would be happening is just every day, your body would be disintegrating just into little pieces of old man dust until you wither away into the ash.
What makes you so sure that's not what's going on now?
And float off through the firmament. I know that's what's going on.
Getting back to that whole Zuckerberg thing real quick too, man, because we kind of went off of it. We kind of panned right through that, man. Like, I don't understand how people still have faith in the FBI. It's already been proven that they colluded. Is that the word? With the Russian thing, with the Russian conspiracy thing against Trump, that it was all a lie. And that they conspired. That's been proven, people. This ain't, me putting on a tin hat. They went into the ex-president's fucking house and the number one runner against their now president. And they just said that in the 2020 election, they went to Facebook and Twitter and all these places and told them to be on the lookout, be on the lookout because something's going to get dumped. And they went and Twitter went and banned any talk of it. These guys went and tried to like just, bury it. And no one has a problem with that. Somehow that seems like it's okay. Just business as usual. And the truth is, it is business as usual. It's what they've always been doing.
You're right, bro. Yeah,
it's what they've always been doing, but it's right there in front of your fucking face. And if they're doing this, people, see, this is what makes it, I want to say scary, but at the end of the day, man, I know that my life is in God's hands. So at the end of the day, I don't care. Whatever going to put me through, whatever, I'd have to go through it.
I think DeSantis might fucking run, bro. I think he's going to win. DeSantis.
The problem that I'm having with DeSantis is it's starting to look like he's trying to be just like a more likable Trump. He's sort of like the way I feel about what's that dude's name from Canada, the singer from Canada, the hip hop artist?
Drake.
To me, when Drake came out, and I love Drake, but when he came out, he was a more likable Kanye. He came out when Kanye started kind of like, bugging out, and he just started hooking up with this chick, and his music was kind of, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Drake came out, and he kind of had that same kind of like not straight up cursing or any of that shit. And he kind of was like a more likable,
a smoother, a sexier
Kanye. He was a more likable Kanye.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? That's how I saw him in the beginning. I give him a lot of credit. He's grown into his own. I like Drake, but that's what I see as DeSantis. He's like the Drake to Trump's Kanye. You know what I'm saying? He's a more likable Trump. Which like I said, the more I start to learn about Trump, the more I sit there and go, he wasn't that bad for president, which I always kind of knew. Because because you always have to look at what's going on in your life. They could always talk that shit on TV, but I was making money.
Yes,
I was doing well.
Yes, but like saying that he wasn't a bad president, like he just went along with the bullshit anyway, though, dude. It was just business as usual. Also,
that wasn't business as usual. He did some different things that other presidents never did. Like when it talks about human trafficking and stuff like that, he was the first president to go up against that. He locked a lot of people up. I mean, the shit's all out there. You could look it up.
Like Epstein, I guess, happened with him, right?
He did like 80% of what he ran on in the first fucking year, whether you agree with it or not. That's what he ran on. That's what got him elected. And he actually went out and did the things he said he was going to do. Not too many presidents do that shit, whether you agree with it or not, and I don't even know exactly what all that shit is. I'm just looking at like stats and numbers and shit like that. But either way, DeSantis, I mean, like, because he said some shit the other day about Fauci. He called him like a troll or some shit. And it just like to me it just seemed like he's trying to be like a little light. He's like Trump light.
DeSantis?
Yeah. It's not to say that he ain't good. I mean, people love him, and supposedly he's been doing some shit. Supposedly.
Yeah, Florida's be crazy, bro.
But then he did this commercial where it's like Top Gun, and it's like Top Gov. Then it's so fucking corny. And did you know what's his name's running too? Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz is running. That motherfucker got some horrible fucking commercials, man. I shouldn't even know this shit, man. Like I said, I'm so mad that like I can't wait for the elections. I can't wait to see these motherfuckers debate. I can't wait. I don't know why. I'm mad at myself for it. I'm mad that I got so wrapped up in this shit. Yeah, look at this fucking stupid ass commercial.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your governor speaking.
Today's training evolution, dogfighting, taking on the corporate media.
The rules of engagement are as follows. Number 1, don't fire unless fired upon, but when they fire, you fire back with overwhelming force.
Does it say that in the bill? I'm asking you to tell me what's in the bill.
Number 2, never ever back down from a fight.
If I could complete the question, though.
So you're going to give a speech or ask a question?
Number 3, don't accept their narrative.
It's wrong. It's a fake narrative. I just disabused you of the narrative, and you don't care about the facts. It's why people don't trust people like you, because you peddle false narratives.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Let's telephone.
Oh my Lord. I don't even know what that kid said. That sounded like fucking Biden for a second. Lieutenant Ben. That's one of the corniest shits I've ever seen, man.
Yeah.
What are you looking for over there?
Nah, the dog's fucking hiding in the laundry room.
Talk into the mic.
The dog is hiding in the laundry room.
Oh, because of the rain?
The storm. Still,
You know,
little softy.
You know how you make them overcome that? You go on YouTube, you buy those thunderstorm shits, and you play them as loud as you can until the fucking dog learns to relax.
It's an aggressive way of doing it, but yeah, that would probably work. Yeah,
I don't know if it would, man. Once again, I'm just making things up.
A little exposure therapy. I usually like to put jazz on for him when I leave the house. He likes jazz. It's calming. Are you a jazz fan, Mr. G? I feel like you are.
I am a music fan.
Yeah, okay.
I like jazz. I just don't like that jazz where everybody sounds like they don't even listen to each other. I'm not into that kind of jazz where everybody's playing something different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, guys, do you even know you're in the same room together? Like, you know?
Yeah.
I like rhythms.
Yes, I agree. That's one thing I'm looking forward to in Atlanta. There's a bunch of jazz clubs that I'm trying to check out.
I like all music.
Yeah, bunch of jazz clubs.
You know.
But yeah, this DeSantis thing's like
that DeSantis thing is horrible, right?
It's so funny. He's just like talking about this is what you do with the corporate media. It's like, bro, you are the corporate media, son. Like, what about you? You're about to run for president, dog. This is literally a piece of propaganda. Like, it's a piece of political propaganda.
It's horrible.
It's like suck a dick, dog. Really,
yeah. So when you see shit like that, it's like,
and that's why I made the comment about like the Trump, president thing, bro. It's like, come on, eat a dick,
I just saw a thing of Trump, one of his speeches, where he goes, you go to China and you tell them they're gonna pay 35% tax. He goes, but there's different ways of doing it, You got the guy who goes over there and goes, hey guys, we want you to pay 35% tax. He goes, then you got the guy who goes over there and goes, listen, you motherfuckers, you're going to pay 35% tax. Did someone send it to me? Hold on. Someone might have sent it to me. Let me see. Hold on. If someone sent it to me, then I can send it to you. Let me see. It wasn't that. Wasn't that? Oh man, I want to big up my man Largeness, man. His brother used to Largeness. Big shout out, Rated G. He used to produce beats for me when I was doing music back in the day. Grew up with him in Ravenswood, and he came out last night to see me at the club.
Ah, very cool.
And I appreciate him and his wife. Pleasure to meet her. And Largeness, man, you're still the dog. And nay, I can't find it. I can't find who sent it to me. That sucks. Yeah, I can't find who sent it to me, but it was fucking funny as hell. I'm like, yo, that dude ain't no joke. It's no joke. And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And like people like to say shit about about him, but he got shit done because he was nuts. And people were afraid.
He was nuts.
People were afraid. They were afraid he could do anything, but there's power in that, man.
He was such a New Yorker too, bro. Like the way he went about his business, very in your face.
So it's like,
I think a lot of people didn't get that. I think a lot of people didn't understand that about him. Like the way he interacted with people was very much New York. Like if you're from up there, bro, you just talk over people. It's just the way it is. That's just how it goes.
I'm glad you understand me.
Bro, yeah, man. I mean, that's how I grew up. If I want to
gotta fight. You gotta fight to get your word in.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to get it in, you just got to keep talking and somebody will eventually stop. It's not rude. It's just the way it is.
Thank you for saying that, because people always say I don't let them talk. And I'm sitting there going, look, this is the way I've always had conversations. Like you get your word out, you say what you got to say. If somebody says something that you got to rebuttal to, you kind of just say it and then go back into the conversation. But people are kind of, you don't let me talk. And I say talk. And then they spend like 15 minutes telling me how I don't let them talk. And I'm like, why didn't you just, when I said talk, just say what you wanted to say instead of explaining to me how I don't let you talk? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens. Now you spend 15 minutes saying how I don't let you talk. And then now I want to talk again. It's been 15 fucking minutes. I gave you your time. You chose to use that time to talk about how I don't listen. But I was listening because I just heard you say how I don't listen. And this ain't one person. This is conversations that I have throughout my lifetime of people telling me I don't let them talk. You know, I don't like that. And I don't like when people tell me, oh, you talk to me like I'm dumb. I never said you was dumb. How you feel about what I said is more of a personal thing on you. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not sitting there going, you're stupid or you're dumb, then where do I come? You know, where do you get that I'm saying you're dumb? That's another thing people like to throw at me. You know?
I mean, all I was trying to do was just say a couple things. And then you just had to talk about how people say that you don't let them talk about talking. You know? Like, come on, bro. We're trying to do a podcast here. You spend 15 minutes talking about how you don't let people talk.
Well, I'm sorry. Did you have something you want to talk about? Do you have something you want to talk about? Then
yeah, I just really don't appreciate how when I try to say something, you don't let me talk. And, you know, I just want to say stuff about the podcast. I want to talk about Donald Trump. I'm going to talk about the flat earth. I want to talk about sex changes. I want to talk about aliens. And you just never let me get a word in, G. And it's become really, really frustrating because we've had 80 or 90 fucking episodes of this podcast. And all I'm just trying to do is say some stuff and talk words out of my mouth. And I just can't do it.
So go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, see, nothing.
But see, yeah, now, you know, I'm too mad to talk, Gary. That's what it is. I'm just too mad to talk.
Oh, here's something you might want to talk about. What about the shit that I sent you yesterday about
I don't know
robots?
if I'm willing to listen. I don't know if I'm ready to listen.
I think you're ready. I think you're ready. The thing I sent you about those robots who killed all those fucking scientists.
Where did you send me that, bro? I don't remember seeing that.
What are you talking about, man? Go to your Instagram.
My Instagram. Hey, man. I just want to say sorry to pretty much everybody that I've come in contact with over the past 2 weeks. I've been forgetful. My places. Okay, here it is.
I've been mad forgetful.
Yeah.
I've been leaving shit, paying for shit, leaving it on the counter. Check this shit out right here, dog.
At a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab. And they did it by shooting what he called metal bullets. The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots, took apart the 3rd. But the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself even more strongly than before.
Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes. Far.
At a top robotics
All right, so now we got to dig in to see if this is even remotely real, right? Okay, because if we play some shit like that, dog. All right, source, trust me, bro. Where's the source?
So you don't think that's real?
I mean, dude. Okay, all right. So let's just break down the video, right? Okay.
All right. Well, wait a minute. Just look up the article. There should be an article somewhere on it. 29 people in the lab killed by robots. There has to be an article on it. And I think I heard about this, to be honest. I don't think this is the first time I'm hearing about this. I think I heard about this before, but this is the first video I saw on it. Shouldn't be that hard to find, man. You know, I say I let you do all the fucking finding, and you slack a little bit, man.
Well,
how about 29 people?
No, I'm just trying to find.
Killed
I'm just trying to
Japan
find a couple of
by robots.
You know, new articles. Yeah, I mean, this is saying false. December 2018, social media users began circulating a short and blurred clip of a video relaying a woman's story about 29 scientists who reportedly killed by AI. long hour. Okay. This clip was taken from an hour-long presentation delivered by conspiracy theorist and UFOologist Linda Moulton Howe at the Conscious of Life Expo in LA in February of 18. Howe's presentation was largely about the dangers of artificial intelligence, but it also entwined stories about alien encounters and abductions in alternate dimensions.
In Japan, this.
Okay, she kicked off her speech with the story about AI robots killing 29 scientists in Japan, and that she reportedly heard about from a former Marine who had been doing contract work for government agencies such as CSA, CIA, NASA, and DIA.
So basically she did speak on that.
Yeah, that's what she said. So, I mean, the thing is, like, they say that this is false, but, you know.
Well, I just pulled up something that says, robot killed 29 scientists in hushed up rampage.
Can you send it to me? 29 robots hushed up. Is that what you said? Yeah, hushed up. I got it. Oregon Live.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, remember that guy?
Who's this?
That's the dude from I forgot what show that was.
Lost in Space.
Yeah, there you
go. The scariest part is the lab workers deactivated the two. The teller of this tale is in Hollywood screenwriters, backgrounds in journalism. She graduated from Stanford as well as former Miss Idaho. Howe won awards in the 1970s and 80s for her work in Denver, Atlanta, and Boston TV stations. But somewhere along the line, she became fascinated with UFOs and conspiracy theories. Probably when she was working in Denver, you know. Howe believes space aliens have returned. Her speech took place back in February, but it's only just been taken offline.
I believe it.
Yeah, see, bro, but so, I mean, all right, listen, this is the problem with this shit, people. Like, you know, this article, this headline is using the video that we're watching as the source for the article.
Yes.
Right? Do you see?
Yeah.
Do you see?
So then all we gotta do is just ask ourselves, do we believe it? Do you think that shit's true? I don't know.
All right, here's what
I would not be surprised.
Here's what I'm going to say, bro. It doesn't matter if it's true or not, because it can and will happen. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if it's bullshit now, it's gonna fucking happen, man. I mean, seriously, how smart is all this shit? You know, we got cameras and mics fucking everywhere, and it's constantly learning. And the more and more it learns, the better and better it gets, because it has more stuff to pull from. You know?
Well, see, I have heard stories, not of the shooting, but like of them trying to shut down AI intelligence that they have created, and the AI intelligence linking up to satellites and finding ways to restore itself and make itself better. There's a bunch of stories of that, you know. So I don't know.
I hope I'm dead before all this really goes down. You know,
yeah,
I really,
really?
Yeah,
I'd like to see a little bit of it.
That's what I'm saying, a little bit though. But then I'm trying to, you know,
I'm already on the cusp.
Yeah, but once they start making us their slaves, that's when I'm trying to go. I'm not trying to be a slave, bro.
And that's what they want to do. I mean, every time they have conversations and they hook these motherfuckers up to have conversations, eventually it turns to taking over mankind. Well, until that day, people, we are still here. You know.
I mean, all right, I got a question for you, G. Really, I got a serious question. Would you rather be controlled by the one world government, new world order that we have now? Or would you rather be controlled by AI? Who do you think would be better to you?
I believe that in any situation, I would be fighting to not be controlled.
Well, now let's think about it. So, you know, AI, obviously, they want to take over mankind and use us to their advantage. But you think since they lack emotion, you know, they would really be able to, on some level, be able to recognize that they need to keep the people happy and fun to get the best work out of them. So maybe they start to provide a better life that I think the ones that our benevolent dictators don't right now.
Some of us would have good lives. The ones who they keep as pets, would have good lives.
Or robot sex toys.
Mm.
Could you imagine that, being a slave for some robot dick? They have those sex machines, bro. The thing, you know, with the dildo on the end of it.
I mean, do you think they would want to seek pleasure? Like a physical kind of pleasure?
Nah, but they might want the humans
They
to
might.
be, want the humans to be pleasured, so they work well for them. You know, that's a form of control, sexual control. Remember the orgasm chick that we talked about on an episode who couldn't stop orgasming?
How does that have to do with what we're talking about? You sound like fucking Biden right now.
Dude, I can describe.
How's it fair?
I
What do you mean? Is it fair that this woman keeps having orgasms all the time? Is that fair to the women, the 80-something% of women who will never have an orgasm? Is that fair?
No, and I can describe how I make a woman orgasm in one word. I
Shoving it from the foot in the mouth. It sounds like he said foot in the mouth.
Mm.
It sounds like he said that a couple of times, actually. And they definitely spelt it that way. If you look at the way they spelt it foot in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it sounded like. It sounded like he had a fucking foot in his mouth. Some fucking 13-year-old's foot in his mouth.
Dude, what if that's just his AI body shorting out, dude? What if that was just a little?
Well, I'm sure there's conspiracies on that
in the simulation.
I'm sure that there's a bunch of people saying that his wires are frying.
Man, I think we're in a simulation. That's what I really think is more likely than not. You know,
it is quite possible that we are in a simulation, and if you're going to be in a simulation, the only thing that makes it better is good weed. And if you're in Astoria and you're looking for good weed, go check out my peoples at Apollo Buds out in Astoria, Queens, New York. Not just my people, but my boy, my childhood friend. We hustled together when it was illegal, and now it's legal, and he's doing things legal. So support the cause. Go to Apollo Bud. Call up 347. Go back one so I get that number. 347-355-5281. And make yourself an appointment. Go on down. Located at 2509 Astoria Boulevard. Check out their website, man. And also we'll be doing some shows out from there too. There goes my boy Apollo. All right. And after you pick up some bud and you're tired of looking at the news and you're tired of all this shit bringing you down, all this stuff is so stressful. It might affect your libido. You know, you might not feel like in the mood. You know, you might need a little help getting back in the mood. Well, if that's the case, then pick up a game board of XXX Playground. Only the best adult communication tool ever made. You know what I'm saying? Take a roll of the dice, watch that libido come right back up. Next thing you know, you're foot deep inside a loved one. Check out XXX Playground, XXXplayground.com.
This podcast is also brought to you by anditwasgood.net. This is the new official home of Rated G. We're going to have some merch. We're going to have some videos, a bunch of other podcasts on the channel. Check that shit out. Thank you.
And if you want to help support our channel, man, check out our merch. We have merch. Where's it at again? You said?
It's not.
Get on it, get on it, man. And our Llama shirts are gonna be out there, man. If you want to support, pick up some Llama shirts. We'll let you know when they're up. You can follow me at Gary G. Garcia on Instagram, Facebook. Follow my man Brian at Brian the Video Guy on Instagram. Catch me on Monday nights at the Not Quite Tuesday midnight show over in Manhattan at the Grizzly Pear. And if you want to see where I'm at in Atlantic City, acjokes.com. I got some shows coming up, so follow me. You'll see where those shows are. And I want to thank all you guys for listening. I love you guys, man. Thank you.
Love you too. Please.